when you're actually here. But because you have someone put yourself online so big, people now expect that you should be here, and you are not able to match up to be here. Then you now need a fake lifestyle so that you can match up to people's expectations. Thank you. So if you look at the pamphlet clearly in your hand, you notice the question actually of this panel session is the business of Forex trading. You notice that that's kind of is different from what you already know. This is not Forex trading. It's the business of Forex trading. There's a difference between trading Forex and the business of it. For example, let me explain what this session really means. The business of Forex trading has to do with how are you guys able to come up with mentors? How does that side of business work? Does it help as a Forex trader? Do you understand what I'm saying? What about courses selling? Do you guys make money from courses? How do I do that? All right. What about prop firms, brokerages? So these are there is also money in the prop firm industry, also money in the brokerage industry. So if you are looking forward to go into that space, ask your question. But here's what I have to tell you. Before you venture into any of these things, make sure that you are really skilled at what you do first. Else, you will have a syndrome that I fear much. You know what that syndrome is that I fear much? A syndrome of when you're actually here. But because you have someone put yourself online so big, people now expect that you should be here, and you are not able to match up to be here. Then you now need a fake lifestyle so that you can match up to people's expectations. In that case, you are trapped. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
In that instance, you are trapped. When you place trade on your $1,000 account, for example, at the time you took the screenshot, you were up $200. You posted it on Instagram. Before you came back, swipe to your MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4. That trade is now in $0, or even down -$100. You don't get to show us that one. You understand? You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just exactly. You wouldn't come back and tell us my trade is now in -$100. That would be like falling hand. You understand? So before you put yourself into that phase of putting yourself out there, doing the courses thing, doing the mentorship thing, make sure that you already know what you are doing. You are comfortable. You're not trying to match up to people's expectations. You understand? So how you can get started there in this phase and not get from one, make sure that you are well equipped mentally. Obviously, you can't give what you don't have. Make sure you have what the people need, which is the knowledge. You know what you're doing. And the second thing is make sure you deliver to the promises you've made in your courses. I've seen, like, even heard Dr. Angela Fibonacci saying she paid someone in South Africa and then the person couldn't even show up. So make sure that you are true to your words. If you tell them, I'm going to be giving you X, Y, Z, do not leave out this. make sure you give them complete and even over deliver. So if you are here right now, I know some of you are really learning. If you are learning, just raise your hand. If you are here right now, you want to start the mentorship thing. You want to be doing the mentorship, you want to be doing the courses part, yes, it is profitable. In as much as it's something that gives you, for example, let's say the mentorship gives you $500 in a month. That's money you never had the previous month. It's still something.
Stop playing.
Plus your training that you also make. It's fine. Please and please, I'm not disputing that it is not nice to be a trader. It is good to be a trader. I'm talking about the business side of it. Okay, so I'll be talking less on the Forex trading. I'm going to be talking more about the business side. So when you have your deliverables delivered to the people, all right, you also have to make sure that you carry on with extra value. Give them more extra value. Okay, are you with me, guys? Attention here, please, attention. So make sure you are giving out extra value. All right? More than what you are promised. That is, you get to have your audience, you get to retain them. It's all about market, it's all about satisfying your audience in the long run. All right? So once you are able to satisfy them, you keep them, and then you could always introduce anything to them, and then they will be able to buy it. So that's that on the side of the business. That's my piece. I know my other panelists will talk about that. Now, what other business aside Forex trading can you venture into? Because it is when you are profitable that you start talking about things like this.
Now, retail trading is basically anybody who is trading their own capital in their own house, you know, like your own laptop or anything. Now, when you want to go into the professional trading space, it's a whole different conversation on its own. It's an academic hierarchy that you have to climb to get there. And I must be frankly honest that at this point that we are, where everybody is almost always just interested in making money to level off to the next place, right? We're going to come to that aspect, which is the edge one thing. But first off, you must make sure that you understand that you are a retail trader and that your job is to maneuver your way on the chart to make money, right? There's something that I share with so many people that are in my close circle. I tell them that Forex is not the end, it's the means to the end. Can you guys repeat that after me? Forex is not the end, it's the means to the end. Can I hear you repeat that? Now, if that is confusing, what that just basically is talking about is that every one of us that you're seeing here, we're trading, right? We're making money from the market, we're making money from other avenues still related to trading. But at the end of the day, where does that money go to, right? If you're a trader, you're not thinking about the today, okay, what money am I making today, what money am I making 1 year from now? You're thinking, what money am I making 5 years from now? How am I sustaining 10 years from now? You know, and you're always doing this in that retail mindset. The most difficult place or in the hierarchy to survive and thrive is that retail space. You know, why? Because knowledge is distorted. Knowledge is scattered everywhere. Somebody say, this is the best one. Somebody say, this is the key to lead you. You rightly heard Dapo say, test all the waters. You have to ask yourself, do you have that time, that resource to join Habby Academy, to come to kojoforex and learn the gold strategy, go to Benson and learn this thing? Say, that is it, I should test it all. So you must understand that number one, it's not even easy for you at the bottom, but you must still try it, or try your best to get it. And that's why it is important that you start early. I always tell people that you think you have time, you don't have time at all. Because before you go through all the mail and all the process to come and find what works for you, if you've not already given a body gold rules. That's why I say what I call it, find your truth. Have you ever heard me say that before? Find your truth. Finding your truth means that you're going through the process, you're learning, and then you find one thing that works for you, right? And say, this thing that works for me, that is all I care about. Forget about SMC, forget about whatever. This is what works for me. you close your mind to the public and then you focus on that. I also tell people that when it comes to trading, you have to reach, if you're clapping, clap more. You have to reach that level where you're thinking, okay, this is my time to learn. I have to learn from Habby, I have to learn from everybody. Some people are in a learning cycle, they don't know where to learn. Oh, this is the new course, let me go and get it. This is the new, this is the new, get it. You have to reach that point where you say, it's okay. What I know, I'm okay with it. It's time for me to make money. Say, it's time for me to make money. You shut out on the world. You go in your corner, space, your room, or whatever it is. Focus on what matters. After you go through that grind period, I can tell you that's where you will now be properly mailed to go and do the lifestyle and exercise. Because you know what? You pay the dues. Have you paid the dues? Ask yourself, ask your friend, have you paid the dues? Answer it honestly. Have you paid the dues? Is sitting in your room grinding. It's like you don't expect a blind man to come to you and tell you that let's cross this barrier. You must be asking yourself, do you know if there's a pit there or not? That's just what Angela was talking about when she said she went to South Africa to sit in the room of a guy who has his kitchen there, his bedroom, probably has his toilet in the next corner, and said, I'm teaching you to become the next millionaire. At the end of the day, what the reality is that the person has not paid their dues. They are just in the industry for the grabs what is available to them. You don't want to fall in that trap. That is a struggle that a retail trader goes through, and you must go through that. Every one of us has gone through that process. It's normal. You must understand. Every one of us. Look, I sit here today and I'm proud that we've been able to have an event like Forex Millionaire Expo. Trust me, clap for Jeffrey, he's done so well. You know why I'm proud of him? I'm proud of Jeffrey because 3 years ago, just about 3-4 years ago, you'd understand, Jeffrey would go out and do video with Dr. Wayne, you go and do an interview with Habby, you go and do an interview with Dapo, reaching out, like understanding everybody's psychology and stuff like that. The same year I'd have Habby travel, Kojo, let's do a collaboration, let's do this, what can we do about this? But look back, it's just been what, 3 years, 4 years, right? I'm not saying that they started trading 3 years ago. I'm saying that 3 years on, look at the level, look at the motivation, look at the elevation. You can be here. If you're clapping, clap well. You can be here. And that is the message that I want to share. You getting yourself here is you understanding the sacrifices that you must make. Before you even think about getting excited about, the hedge fund and things that the man is asking, that one is a different game. It's a very difficult process. It's a money management aspect. Sometimes I like to share plainly and educate people for education's sake, because we have some unscrupulous people that throw any words around. They go and get some $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000 from somebody and then change their bio. I'm a hedge fund manager. It's not always right for the industry. That's why you get me sensitized and saying as it is. Some people love me for it, some people hate me for it. At the end of the day, the truth remains the truth. Say the truth remains the truth. Education is important, But for your question, which is like getting into a hedge fund, you must understand that if we are talking about money management, managing other people's money, right? There's one important message that one of my very key mentors shared with me in this aspect of fund management. It's like, Kojo, you're so interested in going into hedge fund trading. Do you know that an investor will not be so excited to see that they give you $100 million to go and manage, and then your Instagram live and say, hey, yeah, look at me, I'm a swimming pool and sharing and stuff. Why? You have 100 million to diversify. You are there doing Instagram live. Are you serious with your life? That's a different conversation altogether. So at that point, you must understand that you're going into a very, very professional environment. That's why how many of you have randomly gone on Instagram and search and see that this is this guy, he works from JP Morgan, or this is this guy, he works from Goldman Sachs. Tell me, do you know anybody that works there? Why? Because the professional standard don't allow you. You get me? That's why we're saying that if we are in this retail space, we're enjoying it for what it is. If you're seeing people live and happy, because this is what I can do now. But when you go to the next level, you cannot do that again. That's why we have the fun and then we learn and then we grow and you understand? There's a lot to share. There's a lot to share, you know? But hopefully that one makes so much sense. Like you said.
Can you see us having a shine? But I don't want shine like happy. How that day? Thank you. Now back to the question. The income stream from Forex varies from trading itself, selling courses like Jeffrey said, to prop firms and to the brokerage space. People in the Forex space have different avenues in which they like to make money. Personally, I like to trade to make money because when I came into this industry, I suffer well. I suffer well because, I mean, this is Lagos. Forex has been around in Lagos since maybe 2005. How many people have been trading for over 10 years here? Over 5 years? You've been trading for over 5 years? Not that many people. Over 3 years? 2 years? 6 months? We have a lot of work to do. FIREPIPS, don't worry. So I've been in the game for over 12 years, and when I came into the industry, there was no YouTube. There was no Jeffrey, there was no Habby, there was no Dapo Willis. The information on baby pips was literally being sold to us for $2,000 PDF. $2,000 US, and you go on these online academies, and then they will tell you, somebody said you had to pay $200 a month to remain then. IML people came. It's been an absolute mess so far. And I'm just glad that for the first time in the history of Forex on the continent, we actually have traders who are actually trying to make a difference. If you're in the audience, I want you guys to give a round of applause for all the Forex millionaires in here. You see, it's not easy to put on the camera and record content and click that publish button. People, they start YouTube channel every day. Don't be everybody they succeed. I lie? Yeah. So for the fact that we've been able to put the camera on and share our information and share our value with you guys, it means a lot because a lot of people start these things and they never end up, there's no form of continuity, there's no form of sustainability. Personally, what drives me is my mission to educate the average Forex trader on the continent. I want to show them exactly how it's done. How many people here trade the top-down analysis? Top-down analysis to the world, well done there. So I'm on a mission to educate people on my own style of trading because it has helped me so far. But before I arrived at the top-down analysis method, I've been sold several dreams, people have sold me several indicators. It's been tough. I have cried, I have begged people on Instagram, help me. A lot of people are in my DMs, they beg me, boss, give me updates. I'm sure you get it all the time, give me updates. There's only so many people we can answer. I used to be in your shoes as well. And I said that, I made a commitment to myself. I said, the moment I get a hand of Forex, I was going to share it with the world. Has it been easy? No, but we are here today. We're here today. I would encourage you guys, if you did want to stand any chance at making a significant amount of money in 2024, you need to take your Forex trading extremely seriously. Get yourself educated. When I mean educated, all four of us here trade very different styles. You need to test every single one of them and find the one that appeals to you as an individual. Trading is an individual sport, it's not a group thing. The way Jeffrey likes to GBP USDT. You get what I mean? The way he trades is completely different from how I trade. So you need to try everybody's method, fail and fail forward, fail and fail quickly. This is the truth. Pick it up, try your best, fail forward so that you can become that person you want to be. As it stands at the moment, I manage funds for some of the most influential people in the Middle East. Most of you guys who know me, you see I'm always on the private jet back and forth to Doha, and I can guarantee you that Forex has paid me a significant amount of money. The brain is very long. When I say money there everywhere, I say money there everywhere. The money is everywhere, it's too much for everybody. And before I drop the mic, I just wanted to quickly say something. The industry is big enough for everybody. I go on social media and I see all the hostility. I understand that fame is one hell of a drug. As an influencer, you go on social media and you see everybody blowing smoke up your ass. And the honest truth is the people that are blowing smoke up my ass are the same people that are blowing smoke up your ass. And then it causes us to have an issue. And then we see each other and we start to fucking boxing match. This is a word to all the influencers here. The industry is big enough for everybody. The money is what? The money is what? So guys, once again, if I'm going to advise you on the best approach, get your education right. Luckily for you guys, we have prop solutions. It can be Willis Capital, which launches tomorrow. Willis Capital is here tomorrow with the launch. So be there. It can be Willis Capital or it can be any prop firm of your choice. For the first time, capital has been brought to your doorstep. Okay? The twins are looking at me there laughing. Willis Capital is coming. You know, so for the first time, education is very accessible. You have Willis University, you have FIREPIPS, you have Habby's Academy, you have all these amazing courses out there. Get yourself educated and find one top firm. See, 10% a month, 15% a month, 20% a month, you will be just fine. If you say you want to blow overnight, you end up on the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, guys. It's nice to be here again. It's nice to see you all amazing faces. I'm very glad to be here. Sorry, guys, I came late. Apologies for that. And anyway, for you being here today, just give yourself a round of applause. Amazing. Now, I know everybody's been talking about Forex Trading and life experience in this game. For me, I'm not really here to come and tell you my experience, basically, but I'm here to share a simple code which is like a success formula to everyone. All right? Now, I'm going to teach you this, and I want you to learn it. Participate in reflect in your life experience, and by next year, come here again, show me what that thing I've done to you. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? I need to hear that voice louder. You guys ready? Amazing. Now, the topic of this formula is going to be boundary to success. What? Boundary to success. Now, this is not going to just be all about Forex industry space. This is like everything you learn, you know? This, you can reflect it in everything you do. Now, when I mean boundary to success, you all need to understand that there's something, or there's always a limit we have in our head as an ordinary person. You're born to life without silver spoon, no gold plate. There's a way you're bound to reason. And there's like a limitation to your thinking. I don't know if you guys are getting me. Are you guys getting me? Now, that limitation to your thinking, that's why I want you guys to cross the boundary today. I want you guys to start thinking big. In fact, when you're thinking, be having a headache. Are you guys feeling me? When you're thinking, you start having a headache because you feel like the thinking is too much for your head. Now, you need to cross that poverty boundary today. I know there's some people here, you feel like you cannot do it. You're just setting limitations to yourself. You admire good things, but you don't even think of me getting those good things for myself one day. Do you guys realize that? You admire somebody else, but you don't think of you actually doing this thing one day. Now that's because of the limitation you already have. the boundary you're already limited to, and that's a poverty boundary. You need to break that today. Are you guys using me like a pastor? Are you guys feeling it? So come on guys, I'm not a pastor, but I want you guys to learn from this. This is like reality of life, alright? So now, today, because you have attended this event, whatever big thing you can think of, wherever you aspire, wherever you feel like you want to be, think times 2 of the person. Are you guys there? Are you guys learning something? If you feel like being like Jeffrey, think like times 10 of being better than Jeffrey. It will give you a headache, isn't it? Will it give you a headache? That's the headache you deserve. Alright? That's the boundary you need to cross today. Tell yourself, I must cross it. Tell your neighbor, I must cross it. Are you guys feeling this session? Should I continue? First of all, tell them stop playing.
Stop playing!
We are not here to joke. Poverty must be. Today. Now, poverty is not just all about having money in your pocket or not having money in your bank account. It starts from what? From here. So you need to break down mental poverty first, then before you can start having money in your pocket. Am I making sense? And that's where you have to think big. Whatever is making us money this year, we're going to do it times 10. Whatever is making you money this year, tell yourself, I'm going to do it times 10. Because that's the only way we have to break poverty. Just like I said, you all start from here first. When you break this boundary, then you can break the physical boundary. Don't limit yourself. Keep pushing whatever you're doing and stay consistent in one thing. And another lesson I'm going to share with you guys is, if you're just starting to make money in whatever you do, right? Don't just because Jeffrey is making money from this industry, you just want to put all your eggs in it, right? I would advise you, and the reality is, stay focused on what is getting you paid. And that's why I tell you, do it times 10. Then when you do it times 10, you keep getting paid, then you can what? Are you guys learning something?
Yes, sir.
I know everybody want to do Forex. You want to learn this thing, you want to get paid from this industry. But the reality is, some people here have gone broke just because of Forex Trading. If you know me very well, I'm always very realistic with everyone. Whether by joking, telling you the fact, I'll tell you.